Tonight, temperatures are in the 40s and we've got rain out there, and that rain will come down heavy at times into early tomorrow. Then we transition over to freezing rain heading into Friday morning, first in the northwest hills and last towards the shoreline, where some towns will stay as rain and stay above freezing until the early to middle part of the afternoon. And then we may mix in some sleet pellets as well, just to kind of put the icing on the cake. But I wanted to show you, some towns will get up and over an inch of rainfall. So there will be some big puddles out there. Even if you're heading out before we end up seeing that transition, it's still not a great morning commute. However you slice it, it's either big puddles or things are starting to turn slippery. Now notice here at 6 o'clock in the morning that temperatures are still above freezing, but we're getting close in the Connecticut River Valley. Look at this big temperature difference though. Some towns are still in the upper 40s, but as we progress through the morning, 9, 10 o'clock, Hartford is getting closer to the freezing point, right around 32 degrees. And this is when roads may still look wet, but untreated surfaces may be icy. So it can be kind of tricky, especially if you're out and the roads are fine 1 minute and that temperature takes just that little bit of a dip. That's when things could kind of catch people off guard. And notice as we go further, this is past 9 o'clock, how that freezing line starts to get closer and closer towards the Connecticut shoreline. Pretty much all of inland Connecticut by the afternoon is seeing temperatures below freezing, and even the shoreline as we head through the early to middle part of the afternoon. Just a quick look, because I know I threw a lot of numbers at you. This is the relative timeline that we're anticipating for rain to change to ice. There could be some patchy icy spots before these time frames, but I think this will be when the roads are starting to turn slippery out there, and especially for untreated surfaces. Taking a look at the satellite and radar, big moisture feed with this storm as it gets closer and closer to us. Just rain out there right now. In fact, temperatures are actually up a couple of degrees for some in southern Connecticut. We're in the upper 40s right now for Chester and Norwich, the high temperature of the day, and temperatures will hold steady and then slowly drop as we head towards daybreak. So another look here at the timeline, and think about superintendents, waking up in the morning 7:30, or you may be getting the call. I guess people don't get called anymore for school closings, but you probably get a text message or maybe an email, and you're thinking, well, why is my kid's school closed? It's just raining. It's because of the timing of that changeover as you head through the day. So if you sent some of those kids to school, there might be some trouble getting them back. So here we are at 7:30, and western Connecticut's changing over. After that, it'll be the Northern Valley locations. This is 9 a.m., 10 a.m. And as we progress through the afternoon, we'll get closer to the Connecticut shoreline and even towards the Connecticut shoreline. But through the afternoon, precipitation's much lighter. The heaviest stuff is really going to be in the morning, early morning, with the heavy rain. And then it progressively gets lighter as the day wears on. And then we finish with a few snowflakes possible as we head into the evening. However, I will say that I'm not expecting any snow accumulation around here. Big jackpot for folks in northern New England. If you're a skier or a snowboarder, we got some fresh powder there for you. Here locally, we're not expecting enough freezing rain to cause power outages, so at least we have that going for us. But we know from past experience that it doesn't take much ice to make things slippery, and there could be a coating, maybe even a considerable coating of some sleet in some areas, especially towards northern Connecticut. For most, it's not going to be as much to really take a look at, but everything freezes up heading into the weekend. And there's Ben's Valentine's Day gift. Look at that. Upper 40s as we head towards the end of next week. We'll take whatever we can get, guys.